Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you will have seen from the title of this video, I am letting Jessie from BOWTIES and Books control my September TBR. I am really excited to be filming this. I wanted to get their TBR deck of cards when they first released it, but I kind of waited and I kept looking at it and I was like, I really want to do it. And then when I was planning out my end of year TBRs, in case you're new here, I haven't created my own TBR at all this year. I've had various people do it for me. I've played different games. I thought it's time for another game. And so I treated myself to a set of their TBR cards, which is a card game for readers. First of all, can we just enjoy this tin? I really love Jessie and their channel. I've watched them pretty much from the beginning, I think I've been there since the start, and I just really enjoy everything they put up. I feel like there's someone who's such a positive person in the community. I think one of the first series that I really enjoyed from them was their positivity series, which I'll link in the description, which is where they had a tea box subscription, I think, each month, and they were pairing each tea with a different booktuber. And you know, obviously like hyping them up, and I really enjoyed the way that was done. But they are also not afraid to speak up about important things, and they are always so eloquent when they do it. I also really love the way that they review books, because even if they hate books, they do a series called Books That Wasted My Time, which it was one of my favourite series on Booktube, because it's really done in like this funny, humorous way that I enjoy, but also even if it's a book that they hated, like they recently did The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, and they hated that book, but they still took the time to like pick out one or two positives before they then got into the stuff they didn't like. So yeah, I just really enjoy Jessie and what they are doing in the community, and I really wanted to support when they brought these out. So I treated myself in August. These arrived really quickly. So I'm in the UK, Jessie is in America, and with everything that's going on, I was like, oh, these might not get to me in time for me to do my September TBR, which is fine because I can do it in October. And they literally popped through, I think in less than a week, which I was super impressed by. I will link obviously Jessie's channel, but also their Etsy store in the description of this video so you can find them. And this tin is such good quality. I'm like genuinely obsessed. As soon as I opened it, I was like, this is so good. And then you have an instruction card, which I'll get into in a minute, and then a whole set of cards, deck of cards with different prompts on. They are all illustrated. Let me just check who the illustrator is, because it's on here. Card art by Olivia Simone, who I will also try and find and link in the description. But they have like, this is personally my favourite of the illustrations, because I just think it's really fun. They all have different prompts on. So you've got the title of the prompt, so for example this one is Get Out, and then it's featuring a book featuring your greatest fear, and they've all got different prompts on. They are all about being diverse and like switching up your reading, which I love. And yeah, the cards are brilliant quality, the tin's brilliant quality. I was just like, they arrived, like this is the back, like illustration on the back. I'm just fully obsessed. So yeah, I'm really excited to give it a go. I feel like it's going to be super chaotic. On the instructions, Jessie's put a few different ways that you can play. They've suggested that you roll a dice to get your number of cards and then like do a shuffle and pick them at random. I'm going to be picking 6 cards for this TBR because September is going to be a really, really busy month. I'm going back to school. For anyone this is your first video, I became an English teacher this year. And also, yes, I am obsessed with my Margaret Atwood earrings that my husband bought me for my birthday. You're going to be seeing those a lot in videos. Yeah, I'm going back to school, and it's my first year as a full teacher. There is a lot to do. I've also got a year 7 tutor group, so they're the new kids that are coming up from primary school. They're 11, and I am there to look after them every day. So it's going to be a very busy time, and also because at the moment, I'm filming this at the end of August, and obviously things might change rapidly. At the moment, the COVID rules are fairly relaxed. I'm still testing 3 times a week, wearing my face mask, I'm double jabbed, like hand sanitizer everywhere, but that means that like our social calendar at weekends has got a little bit busier. I do have a few fun things planned for September, so I'm trying to keep my TBR like low pressure. Like I said, I'm going to pick 6 books. I have 3 that I already need to read for various read-alongs and buddy reads and stuff. If I can fit those into the prompts, then great. If not, I will add them on top and talk you through those in a minute. But yeah, I'm just going to pick 6, and then as I go through the month, if I run out of books, I will come back to the deck and do a random draw and see what I get. So yes, Jessie will continue to control all of my reading through the month of September, which is really fun. So let's do the draw. I'm going to do the shuffle, but I'm going to do it like off screen because I am really bad at shuffling and I don't need comments about the weird way that I do it, but just trust me that I am I'm shuffling. Right, let's do the draw. So shall I do this? If I oh, hang on, let's just pick them out. I'm trying to complicate it in my head, but let's just go for it. Okay, so got the cards here. First draw, I'm literally just gonna like fan them out and pick one. So first card is, what does that say? Copycat, a book that matches your current outfit. Okay, I am currently wearing my rainbow jumper and I have my leggings on and thick cozy socks. Okay, so that'll be the first one. What I'm going to do is draw all 6. I'll take you up, show you my TBR, then I'll pick some books, and then I'll come back and talk about what I'm going to be reading. Okay, next draw is best part, 5-star prediction. That's exciting. I have to be honest, I have quite a few 5-star predictions on my shelf upstairs. I avoid 5-star predictions because I'm scared I'm not going to like them enough. How dumb is that? Please tell me I'm not the only person that does that. Right, draw number 3 is experiment. Pick an interesting author and binge read their works. That's good. I've already got someone in mind for that. Number 4 is get global, not set in Europe, the USA or Canada. Okay, that's good. That's going to stretch me. We like that. Let's have a good look through my shelves. Pick number 5 is ABC. Title starts with the first letter of your name. That's going to be really hard because obviously mine is V. Let's see what I can find when I get upstairs. And then might have to stretch that and make it author's name. But we'll see what we can find. I might go up there and be like, oh yeah, I could read that. Okay, and then the last draw for this one is, what does that say? Polar opposite, a book people either love or hate. Interesting. Okay, so those are my 6 cards. Let's go and see what I can find. Okay, this is the current TBR shelves that I'm working with. My shelves never look this full, but I was incredibly lucky to be gifted a lot of books for my birthday, and I will link my birthday book unboxing in the description. But yes, this is what we're working with. So I'm obviously going to choose books now, but tell me in the comments, what would you have picked? Okay, we're back. I have destroyed my TBR shelves and had to put them back together. I really hate having them stacked that way because it makes it really difficult to get books out. But because there's so many at the moment, they don't all fit, like if I have them like this, so I have to have them stacked like this. And yes, I realise it's a massive first world problem. It's actually not a problem at all. But anyway, we're back. Also, side note, apologies if you hear my neighbours singing, but welcome to my life. Okay, I wound up with a massive stack of books because of the binge prompt. And the 3 books that I already needed to read didn't fit into the prompts that I got, which we love. I feel like that's the kind of chaos that you get firstly on this channel, and that this TBR game in particular inspires. So I'm going to run through the 3 books that I already had on my TBR for September and that need reading, and then I will show you the books from the cards that I drew. So the first one I have is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. This comes out in October. I was very kindly sent an ARC copy by Book Break in exchange for an honest review. And I absolutely loved his first book, the name of which has entirely left my brain, The House on the Cerulean Sea, which I read earlier this year. And this is his second one. It's not a sequel. I believe it's about a man who starts at his own funeral, and he's there as a ghost, and it's about crossing over. His death was the beginning, it says on the front, and a simply perfect beige shrub says, although they were talking about The House on the Cerulean Sea. So I have this arc to read in September, ready for the October release. So there's that one. I have then got a buddy read with Charlotte from Books and Bargains, which is Chocolat by Joanne Harris. We've been meaning to read this book pretty much all year. And who sent this to me? Yeah, this was sent to me by the lovely Chris. He said there should be more kindness in the world, so I'm randomly picking my favourite booktubers to send them a little something to. This was sent to me months ago, so I really apologise, Chris. This is a book I've wanted to read for ages, and we are finally reading it in September. I've only seen the film, I haven't read the book. I don't think I've ever actually read any Joanne Harris, but it's about a woman in France who sets up a chocolate shop, and it's about what happens from there, and I think it has some possibly magical bits in it. And it's about chocolate, and I feel like it's going to be a nice cozy read for September. And then another arc that I was sent by Book Break is A Marvellous Life by Freya Marske, which is coming out in November. I'm taking part in the read along, which starts on the 4th of September, so you might see quite a few posts about this on Instagram coming up that month. How beautiful is this cover? I don't even really know what it's about. When I was told it was magic, murder, mystery, magic, murder, and it's queer, I was like, yes, sign me up. So yeah, we're gonna have a go at this. It says, welcome to Edwardian England, featuring riotous adventure, queer romance, and magic infused mystery. Perfect for fans of The Binding and The Invisible Library. So yeah, I'm really excited to have a go at this. It does look quite big, but the text is massive. So yes, I'm excited to take part in that. Then the books that the cards picked for me. So for the prompt, a book that matches your current outfit, I am wearing my rainbow jumper. It's probably easy if you can see my arm rather than me trying to show you the whole thing, but it's this beautiful, it's quite thin, so I wear it loads because I can just layer stuff under it if it's cold or not, if it's warmer. I love this jumper. I do genuinely live in this jumper all the time. So I've got my rainbow jumper on, so it seemed only fitting to read Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. I was gifted this for my birthday by the lovely Laura from Laura and Her Bookish Thoughts. It's got these gorgeous sprayed edges. Also Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin is a side character in this. I think he's a librarian. And this just seems like a really sweet middle grade, and when you see the rest of the books in this stack, you'll see why I needed this one. So yeah, this is The World Needs a Rainbow Like Never Before. 10-year-old Ray Gray wishes she had magic like her friends. Life in the Weatherlands just isn't the same without it. But then a forbidden trip to Earth turns everything Ray thought she knew about herself upside down. Ray must dig deep to find her inner power, battle new enemies, and let her true colours shine. And I feel like this is going to be exactly the kind of thing I need after a busy week of work. So that was the first prompt. The second prompt was best part, 5-star prediction. And if you watched my birthday unboxing, you might know which book I'm about to hold up, because I was really excited for all of the books that I received, but this one in particular was one that I really wanted, and that was Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. I absolutely adored this series. So we've had Practical Magic, then Rules of Magic, and now Magic Lessons, and she's writing them backwards. So Practical Magic was written first, then she wrote Rules of Magic, which was the prequel to that, but she wrote that second, and now this is a prequel to the first two, if that makes sense. And I think there's a fourth one in the series coming. Every story has its beginning, every rule has a purpose. I feel like, I said this in the unboxing video, I feel like this was a book that was written for me personally, like me, nobody else. This book, for me, to read curled up, glass of something nice, blanket, like curtains drawn, candle on, super cozy. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm really grateful this prompt came up, because like I said earlier in the video, I'm really bad at reading 5-star like books I think are going to be 5 stars, 5-star predictions, because I'm like, what if I don't like it? I gave the other two in the series 5 stars, what if I hate this? So I'm glad this is giving me that little kick up the, kick up the backside to read it. And this was kindly sent to me by Daniela at Only If for a Page for my birthday. So this is good. I'm very excited to have that on my September TBR. I'm trying to put these down in a way that I remember which order to read them in. Then I had experiment, pick an interesting author and binge read their works. So there was only one author on my shelves that I had multiple books from. I read one of their books in July and then immediately picked out 3 from their backlist that looked the most exciting, and I got gifted all of them for my birthday. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to read one of these books. I'll tell you which one I'm definitely reading, and then the other 2, if I get to them, then great. If not, they'll just go back onto my TBR shelf for another month. That author is Juno Dawson, and the book I definitely want to read in September is Say Her Name. This is about Bloody Mary, and I have heard so many people say that it genuinely scared them. Like, people who read adult horror say that this was scary, so I'm really up for this one. Who gifted me this one? This was from Kat, Feed Me Fiction, sent me this, so I'm definitely going to read that. But I have also got Meat Market and Clean. Meat Market is about the fashion industry, and it says on the back, how can beauty be so ugly? And then Clean, I think, is about drug use and getting clean from that drug use. Who sent me this one? I can't remember. Oh, there wasn't a note with Clean, so I'm still not sure at the time of filming who sent me that, but thank you to whoever it was. And then Meat Market was from Aoife at Pretty Purple Polka Dots. And yeah, I'm going to try and read all 3, but if I only read one, I'm going to start with Say Her Name, because that was Juno Dawson's debut, so I feel like that's the best place to start. So I've got those 3. Then for the Get Global, not set in Europe, the USA or Canada, I had a couple of options for this, but I have gone with Which is Steeped in Gold by Chianon Smart, and I will find out how to pronounce that properly before I review the book. This is inspired by West African mythology, and it says order divides them, revenge will untie them. I've heard really good things about this book. On the back, because it's a hotkey book, it says trust no witch, and I'm like, yes, I want all the witchy vibes for the autumn. And this was sent to me a little while ago by Chloe from Chloe Reads Books. This was to say congratulations for 2,000 subscribers. So I picked this one because of the ones on my shelf that aren't set in Europe, the UK or America. This was the one that had been there the longest. And also, look at this cover. Is it not stunning? So yeah, I'm just really intrigued. And this is also a first book in a series, so if I like it, I mean, it is fantasy, I think. Yeah, it is. But we'll see how I get on with it. But yeah, that's my pick for that prompt. The next one was title starts with the first letter of your name. This was really hard, and I have slightly cheated. I had 2 books on my shelves that started with the letter V. Out of all those books, I couldn't even see any authors that start with the letter V, so clearly I need more V letters in my collection. But the book I've gone with is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Obviously, technically the first letter is T, but we're just going to ignore the T. We're just going to ignore the van, and we're going to have Vanishing Half. I'm going with this. This is a book I bought myself when I was in Oxford with Charlotte from Books and Bargains earlier this month, but you're not going to see this till September. In August, which I'll link in the description. This is a book I've wanted to read for ages. I read and really enjoyed Passing by Nella Larsen, which is here. Earlier this year or the end of last year, and this book is based on that. And we also have some really beautiful sprigged edges. It's about a pair of twins who grow up together in a small southern black community, and then they run away, and one of them, their lives then go in different directions. One of them lives as a black woman and one passes as a white woman, and it's about what happens to them and their descendants. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. I've not read a Britt Bennett yet, and she's an author I've heard loads about, so that seemed like a really good pick for that one. I mean, I had 2 options, so that's the problem when you've got the first name starts with V. Right, last one was Polar Opposite, a book people either love or hate. And this one I have gone with These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This was gifted, I think this was Sylvie. Yeah, Sylvie from the TBR Diaries sent me this for my birthday. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, and we're in Shanghai in 1926. And I've heard such mixed things. Some people absolutely love this book and rave about it. Other people hate it. So I'm really intrigued to see where I fall. And as someone that teaches English, I'm teaching Romeo and Juliet all the time, and I'm really intrigued to see what this retelling does with it. So that was kind of an easy pick for me. So we'll see how we go on. So those are all the books that I'm going to attempt to read in September. Let's see if I can hold the stack up. It's quite a big stack, guys. I'm a bit scared. Yeah, okay. Well, wish me luck with this. Yeah, those are all the books that have been chosen for me for the month of September. If you got to this point in the video, firstly, drop me a comment and tell me which book I should start with, because I really don't know. And second of all, if you don't feel like talking, or you just want to let me know that you made it to the end of the video, please leave me either a bow tie or a book emoji. Seems fitting for Jessie. Please subscribe if you would like more of this chaos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.